What if I told you that everything you think you know about growing on YouTube might be wrong? Yep, even the experts have it twisted because while everyone's chasing viral trends and algorithm hacks, the actual CEO of YouTube, Neal Mohan, has been dropping gems throughout interviews and barely anyone is paying attention. I love to read and I love to watch, so I make sure to read and watch most of what he's been telling us. Let's get started. Hello, everyone. I'm Star. For the past decade, I've helped individuals like you turn their ideas into profitable businesses. I'll show you how to start building, so let's start strategizing. So here's the deal. The CEO of YouTube, Neal, says the algorithm isn't some mysterious puppet master. It's basically a reflection of viewer interest, your audience. The algorithm is just showing people what they have already shown that they care about. So translation, what does that mean? You don't need to trick YouTube whatsoever. You need to understand your audience better than anyone else. So instead of hacking the algorithm, right, the way everybody says to, start thinking about how to serve your audience. Every video, every title, every idea. So next time you catch yourself obsessing over the algorithm, what it wants and how it works and whether it changed overnight, just pause, reflect, and replace the word algorithm with audience. So instead of saying the algorithm isn't pushing my video, try to change it into my audience didn't connect with this video because, or you could put the algorithm change that translated to my audience's interest evolved, or how do I trick the algorithm? Remember, you have to change that. How do I serve my audiences better? See how the shift in mindset changes everything. The algorithm is just a mirror and it reflects back to what your viewers care about, what they binge on, what they ignore, and what they emotionally actually click. The more you try to game the algorithm, the more disconnected from your real goal, building a loyal, engaged audience that actually cares, right? Because the algorithm doesn't make people care. You do. But the coolest part of this is that YouTube wants to help you. That's literally the whole design of this platform, to serve great content to people who are likely to love it. But YouTube can't guess what's great. You have to show the people when they click on your video. So instead of asking, how do I beat the algorithm? The better question is, how can I better understand, serve, and connect with my audience today? Answer that consistently, and the algorithm will most likely follow. Another tidbit that I got from Neal was when he was asked point blank, what is the secret to success on YouTube? And guess what he said? He didn't say thumbnails. He didn't say titles. He didn't say trends. He said, be true to yourself. I was like, what the what? Yeah, it's a cliche. But honestly, if the CEO of YouTube is saying it, and not anybody else, but the actual person in charge of YouTube, you listen. Because he explained why authenticity matters. Because your audience can feel it. And when you're faking it, when you're forcing a version of yourself that doesn't quite fit, when you're just mimicking someone else's energy, style, or delivery because that's what seems to work, your viewers are definitely going to see that and they're going to know. Here's the thing. And I know this from experience. When I first started creating content, I tried everything. I tried gardening, I tried polish, I tried everything. I thought I had to look a certain way, speak like a broadcaster like I used to because it's my PR habits. But guess what? That doesn't work for YouTube. YouTube craves authenticity. The people watching want to see you. So when I was professional and business-like, my videos flopped. The energy wasn't right. My audience didn't feel that connection and they didn't subscribe, which is horrible. So that was the turning point for me when I let it all go. When I stopped worrying and impressing the algorithm, right? The algorithm or anyone else. And I just focused on actually connecting with real people, watching on the other side and starting to turn off my broadcaster voice and just be myself. That's when the shift started turning. And that's when people started sticking around. And that's exactly what Neal said, the CEO of YouTube. Your audience knows when you're real. They're not looking for the most perfect person. They're looking for the most genuine one. Because once you unlock the realness, your energy shifts, your channel moves, and the stats keep going up. The algorithm doesn't create the connection. You do. The more I read and listen to YouTube CEO, I realize that Neal doesn't even call you a YouTuber. He calls us entrepreneurs. Think about it. We are building a business when we open our very first YouTube channel, whether we like it or not. We are not just making content. There is a reason for the content, which is money that will eventually turn our channels into a business. This is a shift most beginner creators miss. You're not just making videos, you're building a brand, a business, a long-term legacy on YouTube. But YouTube isn't just a video platform, it's a business platform. And successful creators aren't just uploading, they're building something intentional, a brand that stands for something, a business model that makes money while you sleep, a legacy that earns them long-term credibility, trust, and impact. Once you realize you're building a business and not just uploading videos, you'll stop chasing views and start building revenue. The thing is, YouTube isn't your boss. YouTube is the stage. Isn't that crazy when we look at things a little bit different? Because that flabbergasted me. YouTube doesn't direct your show, your YouTube. They just build the theater. They build the stage. You're the performer. You get to say, speak, and do. Like, how amazing is that? YouTube isn't here to control your success. In fact, it's here to amplify it. That means you have the power, not the trends, not the hacks, you. So forget going viral. Focus on building a loyal, engaging audience who gets you, one who trusts you, who shows up for you, not just for the trend of the week, but for you. Finally, here's some business level truth that I think can help any new creator or just creators who are trying to revamp their channels. There's no barrier between you and your audience anymore. Talk to them today. Like, stop thinking and start strategizing for your YouTube channel. The great thing about YouTube is that the feedback is instant, whether it's in comments, analytics, watch time, real data, and real-time growth. You get to see it, and that's great. Your content is global. Your vibe can connect with someone halfway across the world. Isn't that amazing? Also, most content is consumed on TV, which was puzzling to me, but it's true because I've seen it in my own analytics for my commentary channel. I'm like, oh, wow. So don't just optimize for mobile, optimize for everything. So here's your move today. Pick one insight from this video and implement it this week. Maybe it just might be showing up more authentically, because trust me, authenticity is what sells. Or maybe it's building a real connection with your audience. Maybe you've been missing that little dial. You just need to turn it a little bit more, right? Or maybe it's thinking like a business owner, not just a content creator. Think about how you treat your job. Treat YouTube the same. Whatever it is, commit to it, because CEO of YouTube just gave you and I the playbook, and I'm giving you the cliff notes so you can get started. Now, the question is, though, are you going to use it? Thank you very much for watching, and don't stop creating and keep going. Hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.